What's happening there, guys, and welcome back to our channel. Recently, the word Metaverse has been floating around a lot. If you're wondering what that is, you've come to the right place. In this video, we're taking a look at what the Metaverse is and how to invest in it. Number 5, Metaverse and its meaning.
Now, the best way to understand the Metaverse is to experience it yourself.
The word Metaverse has a lot of meaning behind it, and it can be difficult to describe something that is currently being built. You can think of the Metaverse as being a virtual world that caters to your every need. The whole concept of the Metaverse has been brought forth as a way to increase the social connections that people have with one another. While this may lead to a dystopian future, nothing is really set in stone at the moment. Imagine talking about the internet when it was still in its infancy. No one could have imagined where it would have led to, and the same level of success could also be achieved by the Metaverse. One thing that has to be made clear is that the Metaverse isn't just a single thing or product. Rather, it's a collection of emerging technologies that are revolutionizing their respective industries. Number 4, Web 3.0. One of those emerging technologies that we've previously mentioned is called Web 3.0. If you're interested in the crypto world, you might have heard of that name before. It can simply be understood as the next step of the internet. In order to explain this, imagine that the internet has 3 stages. In this sense, the first stage would have been its creation and the initial few websites that were simply pages with a bit of information on them with a white background. The next step in that technology was the internet as we know it today, where billions of people interact with one another and use it for all sorts of things. One problem with the current that Web 3.0 intends to fix is the ownership of certain items. Right now, there isn't much that you can actually buy of the internet except for domain names. Web 3.0 is aiming to let people own entire parts or sections of the internet, and everything placed in those parts would be theirs and theirs alone. Number 3, enabling the Metaverse.
We call this the Metaverse. And you're going to be able to do almost anything you can imagine. Get together with friends and family, work, learn, play, shop.
There are many things that are needed for the Metaverse to function properly, and the technology of Web 3.0 is only enabled due to the existence of NFTs. Now, most people think of NFTs as digital pictures, or some might even say that it's a scam. While that can be the case in certain instances, the concept as a whole is based on the foundation of digital proof of ownership of a certain entity. That can be anything you can imagine, and the value of those entities can be worth anything the community using that technology decides it to be. Due to the fact that it's still a new technology, people are still experimenting with the possibilities that NFTs have or could have in the future. What is clear, however, is the fact that they will play a huge role in enabling the Metaverse as a whole. Number 2, interacting with the Metaverse. One of the few steps remaining in enabling the Metaverse is interacting with it, and luckily for us, the technology that's going to be used for that has already been around for a few years. We are, of course, talking about virtual reality, which is one of the best ways to interact with the digital world. Imagine a world where millions of people were wearing headsets that enabled them to interact with one another and spend some time in each other's company. That would be really interesting to witness. Facebook, or as it's now known, Meta, has been working on their virtual reality enabling headsets for quite some time, so this is one major way that they're enabling the Metaverse. Number 1, profiting from the Metaverse. The only thing remaining is to figure out how to make money from this technology. Well, the best part is that due to the foundations of this technology being so focused on individual ownership, like in the case of Web 3.0, there's a greater chance that people make more money in the Metaverse than they're making simply using the internet. One way that can be accomplished is by the use of smart contracts, which can enable you to make money as long as your product is in circulation in the Metaverse. So the best thing would be to invest some time into getting educated as much as possible when it comes to these emerging technologies so that you can have a greater chance of profiting from it in the future. These were some of the details of the Metaverse and how to invest in it. While this tech may seem insignificant as of now, it has a much bigger chance of making an impact on our future than we realize. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell so you don't miss out on future videos. If you enjoyed our content, then do be sure to leave us a like, and until next time, Take care and goodbye.